Wanna say goodbye, yeah. Want your skin on my skin. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got. Yeah, we try. Side by side, side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try. Side by side, but things don't get better. You get bitter. I wanna say goodbye, yeah. Lay your head on my chest. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else around. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got. Yeah, we try. Side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try. Side by side, but things don't get.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
Fatine, welcome. Maruta, Bamika, we got Bartman, welcome. Reiki, what is going on? And we got Sarah, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see, who do we got? We got Oscar as well. Thank you for your donation. All right, Fatine, let me know what your question is. I appreciate your donation as well. So, okay, we got Omar. Okay, I got the question. All right, let's go for it. Let's make it happen tonight. What we got on the first agenda over here, we got birthday reading, but we got a bunch of PayPals before we do birthday reading. Is it your birthday? Oh my God.
I love you.
Well, we got a happy birthday. Here it is.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you, Sarah. It's fantastic to see you again. I appreciate you hanging out with us. And yeah, happy birthday. Antonio, thank you for your donation. We got Kosiah, we got Maddox, and I think that's it. Okay, cool. Let us go with Oscar. Was the first on the list today. OS. Well, it's not OS. Technically, it's OA. OA, a little bit of a general for December. What is December going to look like? Priya, welcome. Good to see you as well. Let's see. Just for you, we're going to start out with one of the best decks I got, otherwise known as the Kawaii Tarot. It can be very exciting indeed. I do love a good Kawaii. I guess. I don't know what a kawaii is, but I love a good kawaii tarot, if that makes any sense. Anyway, it's your birthday too, Maruta. Happy birthday to you as well.
Happy birthday!
Everybody's birthday. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting today, I'll tell you that. All right, now, first off, Oscar wants to know a little bit of a general for December. Excuse me. All right. The Chariot. Man, it is sort of time for a lot of things that have been stalled to be unstalled, if that makes sense. So a lot of things in your life, a couple of things here and there, just haven't been moving in the direction that we'd like them to go. They haven't been sort of in that, moving in that direction. They haven't been sort of migrating in the place that you need. They haven't sort of been moving along with you. It feels like a lot of things are just basically stalled out at this point, and you're wondering, when are things going to start up again? When am I going to have these opportunities? When are things going to be open to me and available? The Chariot says the movement is going to happen starting in December. And you need some of this because your life has been stalled in several aspects, and you are ready to sort of get that done and get that moving and get some action stuff sort of in your life. Andrew, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, the Two of Coins. December is going to involve a lot of different changes because I think you're going to have some things coming around that you do need to deal with, right? So we have to make some hard choices. We have to juggle some things around. We have to give some opportunities here, there, and everywhere. I think it is going to be sort of a big decision-making process for you in December, as well as sort of a 9 of Cups. A lot of things just work in December. A lot of things that you try just work. A lot of things that you're excited about just work. This is sort of the month where you do need to open up and try new things and to see where we can go, see what limits we can push, see where directions we can kind of make it in. I think that's going to be important for you indeed. KN, thank you for your donation. And Yellow, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. What is going on, everybody? It is a fine Saturday night. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. I've had a fantastic weekend so far. I did see, you know, I've been trading, right? I do the stock market thing. So what I did was I went into the stock market app that I'm using and I customized it with some code. So I got some code that does some weird stuff in the background. So it's kind of fun. Nastya, welcome. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Fatine was next on the list. By the way, we are doing a PayPal donations. Let me get my thing back up here. That's what he said. Let me get my thing up here. And where's my PayPal button? There it is. The PayPal animation is right there. In case you wondered, you're like, wait, where's the PayPal? Everybody's asking about that. All right. Omar is back. Omar, what is going on with that, Omar? S, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Omar's current feelings and intentions towards me. Let's see what's going on. Use a Halloween deck for this. I mean, you know, Halloween is here all the year. It's here for the whole year. Priya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see where this is going. Let's see if Omar is serious about it. If Omar is wasting her time. What is Omar doing and where is their focus right now, right? We do have a little bit a page, we got the Fool, and we got a Knight of Cups. I think the romance, the feelings, the emotions, they're coming. They're on the rise, no pun intended. Sage K, welcome. But yeah, you do have some feelings, some emotions are going to come coming up here shortly that you are going to be kind of thinking like, oh, that's kind of what I've been waiting for. This is what Omar needs to be doing. This is what my focus should have been all along, right? The Knight of Cups. I think the emotions are going to bubble up. You are going to have them say some things emotionally, sort of being pulled in emotionally, sort of captured by you. I think that's kind of what we're looking for. Page of Wands, not really ready to do anything. If you want their sort of their actions, where they're going, what they're doing, I really don't think they know where they're going. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of unknowns. I think they're just taking it day by day and seeing where it's going to go, you know. But, you know, as far as just sort of very focused kind of thing, I just don't see it being there right now. The Fool says we're on kind of an adventure where we make it up as we go along. It could be good. It could be bad. Depends upon how you want to address it. So thank you for your other donation. But, yeah, it's sort of just wing it. Wing it with Omar. See where Omar's going to take you. See what kind of things we're going to be brought in here. I don't think they know what they're doing. I think there's a delay here on getting this moving, but if you could wait, if you could be patient, if you could sort of go with the flow, I think that is going to work a lot better than trying to figure something out or trying to make big plans, right? This doesn't look like a big plan kind of person at the moment, so you're going to have to deal with that aspect of Omar, indeed. All right, Sarah's birthday reading. Priya, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. All right, got a birthday reading, got a whole year to go. Where are we going to be taking this? As always, I think, Sarah, we're going to be using your favorite deck over here, which is, of course, I think the Gregory Scott Tarot. Gregory Scott Tarot makes everybody, it makes all the milkshakes come to the boys or yard or whatever that is. It makes all the milkshakes do the milkshake. It makes all the milkshakes shake, you know? Shake, shake, shake your milkshake. Reiki, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Well, birthday reading for Maruta. A lot of birthdays over here. What season are we in? I'm not sure. What season is this? Is this, is this Capricorn? Is this Capricorn season right now? Or is this before Capricorn? I don't know. Somebody correct me. Sarah, I dropped one on the floor. I dropped it on the floor, Sarah. We got to pick it back up. We have 78 card pickup. You know, the way it goes, Sarah. On your birthday, you get a 78 card pickup. All right, let's do work first, and then let's do a life in the love lane and see where the love lane is going to take us indeed. All right, we're going to do work first. So thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right. What does the Who think of I don't know if that band is still going or not. We'll see. Anyway, birthday reading, life in the year ahead. Let's go for work, career, finances first. 5 of Swords. It feels like it starts off rough. It feels like things aren't going as well as we had hoped as far as finances go. Just not going as well as we had hoped. It's sort of moving kind of poorly, moving kind of a bit slow, what have you. 5 of Swords, we're trying. We're not making the progress that we need to as far as finances go. I think that clears up after the first couple of months. You're looking at February, finances go a lot better. Things go a lot smoother is whatnot with that stuff here. I do think you have an emergency that you're going to have to fly somewhere, right? You have to get on a plane, you have to fly somewhere and have an emergency about mid-year. I would say Mayish, June. But yeah, be careful with that, right? So if you do have an emergency, go ahead and take care of that. It could be something with family, could be something else going on, but you do have something where you have to fly off and do some stuff. You have a big vacation planned for next year as well later. Maybe in the fall, what have you. I think go ahead and go on that. That's going to be very good for you, right? You just have to figure out how to do some of the things on that. The logistics on the vacation just look terrible. Like all the logistics aren't working. If you work on it, if you get it corrected, if you get it fixed, I think that's going to be good as well. You got a couple of swords here. 3 in a row. What does this mean? We got the 5 of Swords. A lot of financials kind of, struggling, pushing forward, trying to get it done. Page of Swords. Be careful as far as what you oh man, it's almost like that your plans dramatically change 3-4 times this year. Don't have anything set in stone where you're like, I absolutely guaranteed going to do this, that, or the other. Don't have that way. I don't think that's going to work for you. I think you need to have overall plans, look at the forest, not the trees. And I think once you sort of indicate that, once you're sort of moving in those directions and you're able to sort of waffle a little bit on the details, you're going to be better off, right? So you do need to sort of make the big plans in a broader sense without having it be with that. 2 of Swords. I think that there are a couple of weird challenges as far as things that need to be done and you just can't do. Now, if you just can't do it, relax. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it sort of stress you out. I don't think that's going to be a big thing at all. Magician says if you can increase your skills this year is going to be a good time to do that. Let me tell you where your magic zone is. Early May to September, if you can learn a new skill, if you can pick up some stuff, if you can do some sort of a soul searching when that window, you're going to have a lot more progress than if you sort of struggle through it in January, for example, with that. Hierophant says this is a year to build your skills, to get some stuff for work, to get some stuff for finances, to get some ideas out there and get some hustle on the side. I think that's going to do you very good indeed. So yeah, the trip. Coming to the U.S., well, good. What part of the U.S. are you visiting? All right, let's go with the love part and see what's going on with the whole love. Where can we get the love? What is going on with the love? And why is the love going to happen with all of that stuff? You do have a 9 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. I think you have multiple love interests this year. Not like big love interests where, you got like soulmates coming out of the wazoo or what have you. I do think it's sort of multiple love opportunities for you. And here's the sort of the ground in this. I think they both come at the same time. I think you have 2 at the same time. You have 1 later. Again, these are not guaranteed what have you, but you do have sort of focus on that. You have 2 that you're sort of focused on. They're both about the same. If you had to choose, I think the one that is the most, the best looking, the one that has the most opportunity in your mind is the one you should not be going after, which makes no sense, but I'm just saying. I am just saying. But yeah, you do want to just sort of relax with the double love thing. Get whatever you can take on that and don't try to force one. It's almost like the more you try to force one, the worse that one just goes. Just don't try to force anything. Let it happen, right? 2 of Pentacles, again, talks about the choices. We got 2 at once. Later, we got another opportunity as well. All of them look pretty good. 9 of Pentacles, this is about sort of world building at this point. What kind of things are you going to do with love? Where do you want to be? What kind of goals do you have? Because I think you get in a situation where you're kind of confused about what's going on with love. Like, what do you want, right? I get something that's nice, but I don't want it. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, what the hell do I want? I think you have to determine that. Page of Wands, there's a lot of inaction. A lot of indecisiveness in there, a lot of excuses about why you can't do this, why you shouldn't do that, and you're going to get into that situation, especially with your long-distance relationship that you have coming up as well, which is in addition to that. You do have love opportunities, right? I mean, you're not somebody that has no love opportunities. You do have open doors. I think one of the things is you don't want to walk through the door sometimes. You're just like, oh, there's an open door. I don't like the looks of the other side. Maybe I don't want to try that out, you know? Let's just say that is a long reading, but hey, as a good donation, thank you so much for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. Now we go to Antonio. Wants to know the next 7 days are stretching into all the way into September, you know, it's one of those days. All the way into the area over there. We're going to see where we're going to go here, how we're going to get that done, what is going to happen, how is this going to work. Let's see what's happening over here. Antonio, next 7 days. Hopefully you have some good 7 days as well. You got a Page of Pentacles. We got the Devil. We got the Page of Wands. Next 7 days, man, don't do a whole lot. You're going to be forced into an area where you don't know what you're doing. You're going to fumble around. You're going to make some mistakes. Don't make any big mistakes. That's basically it. You're going to be forced into some area. You're going to have to sort of do something like, I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm going to try this, maybe try that. We'll see where it goes. At the end of the day, you end up in this weird situation where you can't do anything correctly. It's like we sort of don't have the skills that we need. The Page of Pentacles. I can't get the stability around what I need. I can't get things going the way that I need them. Page of Wands. No matter what I do, it seems to be either not sufficient, the wrong thing. It feels like there's a lot of frustration involved in the next 7 days. The cure to the frustration, don't really get into anything important, right? The Devil. I think a lot of things are going to lure you in. You're going to take a deep step in that. I just don't think it's going to work for you in the long run. So yeah, just, you know, be careful. Be careful what we commit to, what we're ready to go for, what we're going to do in the next 7 days indeed. Emma, thank you for your donation, and welcome, Mina. Good to see you. All right, D's current feelings for me. Does D like me at all? Does D not like me? Let's see where D is going, where D is pointing, as they say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, D's feelings for me. We got a 9 of Swords, a lot of concern. It's like they don't know what the hell you're doing. It's like there's a big disconnect. I don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you do. You don't know what they're doing. There's this disconnect between knowledge about whatever each other has in mind, the goals, the aspiration, the movements, where we're going with all of this stuff. It's almost like we're just a lot of confusion surrounding that. The Two of Swords, the biggest disconnect you've ever had, is coming in the next week or two. Just be able to work through it, right? Three of Pentacles, hey, we can work through it. We're just going to have to address it head on, make that happen with that. If we don't, Nine of Swords says there's a lot of worry, a lot of concern, and you don't really want to deal with that right now by far. So just what I'm saying. So just be kind of relaxed with it. Just be kind of relaxed with it. The Fisherman, welcome. Good to see you. The Fisherman can read my mind. What am I thinking right now, Fisherman? Let's see. All right, KN. G's general moods for meeting next week. See if we can get some hot action.
Oh, baby.
From the G, let's hopefully do that. A little Star Trek Tarot, I guess. I don't know. KN, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I don't know if you like the Star Trek Tarot. I don't know who likes the Star Trek Tarot. I don't know. But I love it. Therefore, I'm going to read with it because it's a TO show. That is the TO show, the way it works. Oh, such a great. Oh, look at this. We got wink of an eye where he tries to shoot her and he can't because she's moving so fast. General's mood with that. There is a disconnect between how fast we want to move. There is a little bit of a disconnect between how fast we would like to move. The Eight of Rods over here, we're working at it. We have the quick movement, rapid movement, and you know, wink of an eye. You know, you can't do anything because they move so fast. But the good news is, I think you will get in sync eventually. Justice cards just sort of, you know, meeting this week, meeting next week, whatever week we're meeting. I think we just need to balance it all out. There's going to be a sort of a retribution here of we need to get together with this. We need to get on the same page about what we want, what we need, what have you. Devil in the Dark says, I think their intentions are totally different than yours. You're going to have to sync up. You're going to have to figure out where this is going to go eventually, because it feels like that, meeting next week is going to be some quick meeting. It feels like it goes by too fast. It feels like we don't make the progress that we needed to. And it feels like the whole thing is kind of wasted if we're not on the same page about what we're doing, when we're meeting, what's going to happen, and what have you. If you're going to get intimate, you got to schedule something. You got to schedule something like a little bit of room. Maybe a room or something like that. You know what I'm saying? What are cards saying for me and him? You need kind of a hint? Well, good news. This place is full of hints. Let's go for some dragons. If the cards are saying something, they're going to say something with dragons, because that is what you need to know, is stuff that's going to be good with dragons, bad with dragons. Dragons just make the whole world better with all of that. So that's very important. All right, let's see what's happening here. Got a 2 of Swords. We got a 4 of Pentacles. Now, that is interesting. And a 10 of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles with this. Need a hint what the cards are saying for me and him. A lot of good possibilities here. What's wrong with this person? Like, this is the first thing. What's wrong with this person? Something needs to change with this person in order for this to work. There's your hint right there. 10 of Swords into a 10 of Pentacles. If something can get released, if something can get fixed, if something can be addressed, then I do think we have some strong possibilities, especially with that 10 of Pentacles over there. So you're just going to have to sort of eliminate something first. I really think that is where you're going to have to be, because if something's dragging the whole thing down, we're going to have to address it. Could it be? Could it be them? What is happening with this? 10 of Swords says something needs to change in order for this to work. Can it work, though? Cards are saying it can, Nastya. It can work indeed. 4 of Pentacles. They have to be more open, more available as well. I think they have a lot of issues, what's going on. But, at the end of the day, I think that's something where the 2 of Swords comes in. You have to get this disconnect out of there, and I think that's going to be better overall. And there's something just wrong with it, you're going to have to fix it, or they're going to have to fix it, or this is going to go straight into the gutter. I just don't think so. I don't think so. So, that's what the cards are saying. Can they fix their crap is what the cards are saying. That could be. It could be something where they do, or maybe they never do, and you're just going to have to put up with it. I don't know. I don't know. Timidness is where you lose the melee. Fisherman, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. I have no idea at all. Don't be shy. I can read your mind. Timidness, fisherman, something, thumbs up. There you go. 4 to fingers. Yeah, no idea. Fisherman, are you just like typing random things? I don't sure. Everybody type something random. There you go. How does Max the Leo feel about me? If they are going to be a Leo, they might as well be a Leo to the max. You do not want to be a minimum Leo, is what I'm saying. You do not want to be a minimum Leo. All right. Okay. Max the Leo, do they feel about me at all? KN, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. We got the Empress. That is nice. You got 7 of Cups, the Empress, and the 10 of Pentacles. This is something where you don't really have to worry about that, right? You don't have to. Yeah, Sage K, your stuff is kind of default is random. But so, the 7 of Cups sort of says that they have other options. They like you. They have other options. This is something that, you're sort of in the mix. You're in the mix with that. So I think that's going to be very important indeed. Now, can this work out? It can work out beautifully. I think they have a lot of good feelings. If they can reconcile that stuff, if they can move, if they can make it happen. I think the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress are the 2 best cards on the deck for this. So if you're looking for some feelings, some emotions, some good times from this individual, I think it is out there ready to be had. And that is exciting indeed, right? Hippie, welcome. Good to see you. So yeah, definitely, this is a good opportunity, a good person. I would stick with them and what have you. But they have other people on the mind as well. So you're going to have to kind of navigate through that too, Navigate through that and make it happen. S had 3 readings. Might as well just do all 3 at once. We're just going to skip around. We do all 3. Rose, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. What type of person is Max the Leo? They are the Leo to the max, not the minimum. That's what I'm saying. If you want to know the personality, if you want to know what type of person they are, that is going to be your answer indeed. All right, let's see what's happening here. What type of person they are. High Priestess, Eight of Swords. They're a very deep thinker. Like they're always sort of playing chess in their mind. They're thinking about this and that. And they are sort of pursuing big goals and dynamic things and exciting things that are out there. They're wanting to see where it goes. Eight of Swords, the problem is a lot of these ideas are just dead end. A lot of these ideas are just like dead end, right? So Eight of Swords, I can't get everything that I need. Maybe I'm smoking too many cigarettes. Maybe I'm doing too many things at once. I just don't, when they say something, it sounds really good. Don't take it personally if that's not really the case, or if that's something that it sounded really good, but yeah, they're not really that into it, or they're not really that committed to it, because there is a lot of things that they say that they're just not sort of going to be doing. You know what I mean? High Priestess, this is somebody who's always thirsty for knowledge, In addition to being the Leo, I think again they have a very deep personality. They're kind of interesting. They love where they're going, what they're doing, and they just love waking up in the morning and having a good time. So that is important indeed. All right, we got that last S reading over here. What does who? All right, what does who think of my resume and my application? I don't know if that band is still together or not. I don't know. You trying to get in there? You gonna play the drums, or like what's going on? But just kidding. All right, resume, the application, Hierophant, Blasted Tower, Knight of Pentacles. Looks like they like your resume. They like what they see. They like what's going on there. I think they're ready to sort of make a move on this, right? Knight of Pentacles, it looks like you would be a good addition to the health organization. I think they would like it indeed. There's a lot of changes here for this. If you're going to go work over there, you have to change a lot of stuff. Like basically you have to rework your entire life to make that happen. Blasted Tower. It's not always a bad change, but there are some dramatic changes indeed that you're going to have to deal with as well, right? You got the Hierophant over here too. Hierophant looks like this is a really big corporation, a really big organization, and I think that if you can get in there, they like your resume, they like the application. I think they're going to follow up with that. But be aware, this is like something dramatic. Like how much are you willing to change in your life in order to make that work? Is my question, right? How much are you willing to change in order to get that functional? Is what kind of the asking price as you go in there. All right, Priya has a question. We got Shelly is in the queue as well. Let's see. Priya just said hello. Let's see. Then maybe they have some other stuff. They do. All right. Priya wants to know, how should I deal with a J and S? Let's find out what's going on with that. Jasas is back. Jasas, I missed you. What's going on, Jasas, buddy? How you doing over there? All right. Let's see what's going on here. Speaking of which. All right, how should I deal with a J and S? Should I approach them, or should I just wait and let them do all the big movements over here? That's one of the questions where you want to drag out the big guns over here, otherwise known as the Little Wizard's Tarot. That's going to give you some great, stuff to do here. All right, let's see what's going on there. All right, just Sauce, question under paper. I got you, Just Sauce. Thank you again. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. What is going on, Just Sauce? Been a few days. How you doing? Hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving and all of that other good things. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, if not, hope you had a fantastic regular Thursday. You know what I'm saying? How should I deal with them? Star, Three of Swords, Hanged Man. Let them make a move. Okay, here's the thing. When they make a move, it's going to be totally different than what you're thinking. I think that they're playing 4D chess on you here. They have a lot of different aspects, a lot of different layers to the stuff that they're doing, how they're approaching things, what their sort of their plans are, where they might be. Three of Swords says anything you have in mind is not going to be what they do. Not at all. So you have to deal with that. The Hanged Man as well, right? A little bit of a different aspect, a little bit of a different thing going on here, And the Star, though. The Star kind of says, let them do what they're going to do first, and then you react. If you predict, I just don't think it's working. I just don't think it's working at all. All right. Let's see what's going on. Anyway, all right. We got next. Let's see, overcome toxic boss. How do you overcome a toxic boss? You get the hell out. I mean, that's basically it, right? You get out. How you gonna fix toxicity? You're not. You're not gonna fix any toxicity. That's my thing. I think that's a shame too. If you're in any kind of leadership position, you have an obligation to not only be nice and appreciative and respectful, but you also have an obligation to work harder than everybody else on the team, you know, because you are leadership. If the leadership sucks, nobody is going to be interested in doing anything. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Anyway, how should I deal with that? Ace of Cups, get a new boss. I mean, just sort of, you know what I'm saying? Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Nine of Swords is King of Pentacles. This is something where they're not living up to their obligation, just like I said. And you're going to have to just not give a shit about it. You're just not going to have to give a crap about it, right? You love this deck. I do too. It's called the Little Wizard's Tarot. Go get your copy. Google that. Little Wizard's Tarot, and you're going to find it. Anyway, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you can do, right? Nothing that you can do. I think that's going to be, something. All right, I'm going to have to deal with this idiot. Hang on just a second. Just a second with that. All right, all right. Gypsy. Gypsy's like, I'm in disguise. I'm somebody that you know, but you don't know. And then they start typing stupid stuff. Goodbye, Gypsy, undo your disguise and come back as a normal person. S, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Backbone, thank you as well. I appreciate you. All right, Melissa, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And we're doing a little Saturday streaming. All right. If you let it bother you, it's going to bother you. You can't let it bother you. You have to completely disconnect from this person, right? That's the bottom line. Priya, you have to disconnect from their toxicity. You can't play the game to where you're going to react to it, then they're going to do it more. You can't do all of that. You're going to have to completely ignore it and just go about it. Because if you let it bother you, there's nothing you can do. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? King of Pentacles, basically wait for a new boss. Toxic people don't really stick around too long. Either they work everybody's nerves to the point that like 20 people go to senior management, or you know what I'm saying? A toxic person just brings everybody down, and everybody, and I mean everybody, tries to get rid of them. So just don't give a crap about their toxicity. Do what you need to do and ignore it. Just don't give a crap about it. And I know that's really difficult. It sounds easy, but it's it's just not. It's not one of those things. All right. Anyway, all right. Everybody missed it. I don't know. The troll came in, and the troll trolled, and I beat the troll down with a mallet. That's what happened. There's your update. The troll trolled, and I smashed them with a mallet, and they are now gone forever. So goodbye. All right. Anyway, birthday reading for Maruta. Let's see. Did you ask your question already, Maruta? Happy birthday to you as well. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see. Alone all the time. Know how you feel. I have no idea. Maruta, let me know what your question is. Thank you very much. I appreciate the donation from Maruta. Maruta, let me know what your question is. We will loop back around and get you in there. Happy birthday, a good one as well. All right, Carine is next. What's coming up romantically? Let's see, by using the best romance deck that I have over here in the Tarot Tower, it is the Modern Love Tarot. The Modern Love Tarot is very exciting. Indeed. Year ahead. You got it. There you go. The sooner you begin not giving a crap, the sooner you will be happy. Now that is a very true statement indeed. All right. You got to disconnect. But again, if you're a boss, again, you have to be the hardest working person in the building, and you also have to be very respectful and kind to your subordinates. If you don't, they will not work good for you. You will look like an idiot, and they will complain to everybody about you. So you got to do that. Anyway, Crafty Lady, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. All right. It's coming up for me romantically. I mean, if you're looking for a big romance opportunity, I really don't think that's coming until next year. December is going to be kind of dry, in fact, in multiple reasons. I think at January, February, you're going to start running into people. You're going to have sort of a time. You're going to be able to get on the dating sites and whatnot. This is something, the more you have sort of exposure to the general public and singles events and dating opportunities, I think the more people that you meet. I don't think you have a problem meeting people. I think when you go out, when you have an opportunity, when you get something, when you start moving towards anything, you know, you sort of out and about as singles event, what have you, I think people talk to you, people like to see where you're at. I just don't think you're meeting anybody like super duper as far as that goes. If you have an existing love as well, I think the existing love is going to work out quite well. I think once you're in love, it works out well until it doesn't. I think you have this spree of things working out great. Things seem to be wonderful. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, you know, you kind of just fall off the cliff with that. Two of Wands. It does say that you need better variety as far as romance goes. You're not somebody who is happy with okay. You want great. And great is very difficult to find sometimes. If somebody who's sort of going to be consistent, somebody who's going to be that for you type of thing as well. Five of Pentacles says, I mean, if you're looking for a relationship, you are going to have a long distance relationship over here. Any windows, you have a window you're looking through, you have a relationship within that. So I think romantically, you do have an opportunity for a long distance relationship. I think it goes to crap pretty quickly. You're better off for singles events. The more you go to singles events, the more opportunities you have. You are going to have to sort of just try out some people that you normally wouldn't. You are going to have to sort of, wander around, see who's there, talk to people, see what sparks your interest and what have you. But I think that you have a lot of relationship potential, a lot of good things coming. You just need to sort of open the door and walk through that and be in the position to have that work, right? So I think you can sort of be in a kind of thing with that. I think it's one of those to where the more opportunities you have, the better opportunities you have. That's just what I'm saying. All right, Emma is next. Who is the man in my life? S. Who is this man in my life? I don't know. The reading was 5 minutes ago. I think so. Maybe. I bet the boss is a person contribute to learning. The fisherman. I don't know about that. That's a little bit. I mean, a boss is usually somebody who is super busy. So, yeah, there you go. Ultraviolet Pisces, welcome. Well, Ultraviolet, was that your alternate ego that I banned? Is that what's going on? I'm confused why it's drawing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Creepy. I don't know. Should I get some Yu-Gi-Oh cards and be creepy? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. We'll see with that. The buffer target. Could be, who is this man in my life? S. All right, let's see where S is going to go, where S is going to end up, and what's going to happen with S. Hanged Man, Emperor, somebody with a vision that ain't yours. This is somebody who has a lot of action-oriented, needs to do things, needs to express themselves, need to see where they're going, pushing the limits, seeing where we can take it. Eight of Wands, I'm just constantly moving. Ultraviolet, why didn't you just say it was you? Jesus. Anyway, Ultraviolet, welcome to the stream. I'll go and ban you later. Anyway, but yeah, Ultraviolet, I mean, I'm a psychic. The minute you came in, I knew it was you. I mean, come on, give it up. Mizrak, welcome. This is somebody who works at their own pace. They do their own things, are always running, always going, always having some activities happen with here. They always got to be in charge. They always sort of pushing the limits of what they can push, what have you. And then the hanging man. They have a lot of different ideas than everybody else. They have a lot of different aspects, different goals than everybody else. I mean, there's a level of adjustment that needs to happen in this particular individual before you're ready to go forth, you know? A level of adjustment that needs to happen here before you can make that happen. So there you go. All right. Yeah, you are delayed. You're heavily, the fisherman is heavily delayed. They're talking about readings from an hour ago. I don't know. You know, never know. Anyway, let's see what's going on. KN, does my new cat know that I lovey-dovey the new cat? Hopefully they do. Let's use the Grimalkin tarot. The Grimalkin. It's been a minute. It's been a minute on that, you know. It's been a minute. You didn't know before. I mean, Ultraviolet's all mad now. Ultraviolet. I mean, you can't come in disguise. You can't, you know, you got to say, yo, I'm Ultraviolet. We're like, yo, Ultraviolet. You like came in and sort of pushed the limits there, you know? You know, Ultraviolet, you came in and pushed the limits, and then you got the mole hammer. You know, thunk. You know, you playing the games at the pizza place. You got the little mole hammer and stuff. Tarot reader, welcome. Good to see you. All right. How old is your kid, Andrew? There you go. All right. Be so proud. Maybe. Does New Cat know that you lovey-dovey them? Two of Pentacles. I think, you know, you got them enough treats, you got them enough toys, you got them enough fun stuff. They know that. They know the Two of Pentacles, you know, they all these choices, all these things and all that. So I think that's going to be it. The Tower, though. The Tower says there's a dramatic change, like from where they were to where they are now kind of thing. I think there was a dramatic difference between that. But you know, you do love them and all that strength and all that stuff. They know they've tamed you. They know that they run the house. Let's admit it now. They run the house. They have tamed you, and they are currently training you for how they want the house run. All right? How they, you know, they're training you how they want the house run right now. And you're gonna be well trained soon. You're gonna be well trained soon and ready to do all that. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Rose is next. Rose wants to know. Shelly and Jasas, you are next. General reading, please. What's coming up? Let's see what is coming up and where it's going with a little bit of the Purple Tarot over here, right? Purple Tarot, version 2 of the Purple Tarot. What's coming up? Where are we going to be? What's happening with all of that? Do not forget Maruta's reading. I will not. Maruta's coming up after the double PayPal. We got Maruta in the queue for the whole year and whatnot, going in and making it happen. All right, general reading, what's coming up? The Three of Swords, a lot of things that we're relying upon, we were excited about, you know what I mean? It's just not working. It's just not working. So Rose, be ready to give up anything that's not working. You don't want to be in a situation where you're trying to force things through. You're trying to, you know, sort of force it all going over, force it through. If it doesn't work, let it go. Let it go. I think that's going to be important for you because you got new things around the corner. You got opportunities for money. You got new things around the corner. There's all sorts of exciting things over there. So just be aware that hanging on to something that ain't working and trying to force it through just is not going to be effective for you at all. So, you know, embrace the new, give up the old if it just is not working. There is a level of sort of emotional disconnect you're going to feel in December. So I think that's going to be that. The emotional disconnect in December. Like, I'm not really ready for that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that either. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's what I'm saying right now. All right. Yes, you can have the thought on the next. All right, we're going to do Maruta. We're going to do the PayPal and loop back over there. Maruta wants to know about the rest of the... There we go. I like a year ahead. Let's use my deck of cards. I believe Maruta has multiple copies right now. Maruta, how many copies do you have of this thing? How many copies do you have of this particular deck? I don't know how many. Probably quite a few. I think, I know you won one. I think you bought a couple. are you the one that bought like 2 and I sent like 4 or something like that? And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. As who does S hate my life? Do you think this K, you can do my reading again? I asked, who does S hate in my life? Sure, I can. Emma, what did I do wrong here? Let me figure out what's going on. Emma, who is this man in my life S? Okay. All right, so I need to reword it. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay, you were reading. I asked, who does S hate in my life? Why does it say, who is this man in my life S? I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'd like a year ahead, please. Let's see what's going on. See where we can take the year ahead. 8 of Cups, sort of at the end, it just says, be ready. Be ready for some changes. I think you have some family changes coming up. I think that you have some family changes coming up. Something's going on in the family you have to deal with. Something's happening with all of that. I feel like the 8 of Cups. There's a level of abandonment. There's a level of giving up. There's a level of things that we can't do that we need to do. As far as the family goes, I think in the next year, you're going to have a couple of situations where you are going to have to deal with that. I don't think that's going to work for you very well at all. You got a couple of disappointing cups. You got both of them sandwiching this. It's going to be a difficult year. It is going to be a difficult year. It's going to be a little bit of this and that, and you are going to have to struggle through part of the year. Just be ready, be prepared, understand that you can get through it. You know what I'm saying? Sage K, thank you for your donation. But this is something where you have to embrace everything you get, even if it's disappointing, even if it's not what you want, even if it's not the opportunity you were excited about. You got a couple of disappointments sandwiching these two things here. One is you're going to have to take a strong command of your life, especially around February, right? You have to take a strong command of that. You're going to have to make some big decisions. You have to make some urgent kind of things with that. 7 of Swords says that the trip you have planned for next year is going to be changed dramatically. It's almost like the destinations change. The logistics are changed. Who's going is changed. So any trips next year, you are going to have to rethink those pretty heavily. So, overall, it just looks like a couple of challenges here and there. So what's going to be good in the year? Number one, I think money is not going to be a problem after you get past June. I think June is that weird time where you have to sort of figure out how things work. After that, money is not going to be a problem. You seem to be going pretty well with that. In fact, I think you get unexpected money going through as well here. Queen of Wands talks about sort of a level of making big decisions. I think that is definitely going to be February, March kind of feel too. With that, September is going to be the wild month where you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening. You're going to have to wing it. There's going to be a lot of big changes coming in September. Just be aware of that. And overall, there you go. There is your year ahead. All right, let's see what's going on we'll use this for one more. We got 2 PayPal donations ready to rock and roll. Looking at Keith and us reconciliation. Let's go to SP and see if Keith and I can reconcile. Let's do it. Reconcile. All right. Let's see what we can reconcile. We can fix everything up. We can patch it all together. Is that going to be the opportunity we can make? We'll see what's going on here. We'll see what's going on. If Keith and you will reconcile Strength, 9 of Wands, and the 9 of... I mean, it really does look like we can. It really does. It seems to be right. I mean, if you're looking to be stuck, I don't think this is a stuck reading. We have the motion over here towards the 9 of Pentacles. We all know 9 of Pentacles is that card that gives us all the good feels. It's a good results. It's a good ending with what have you. I think we're moving towards that. That is going to be something we can do. What do we need? We need a level of patience. We need a level of communication. Right now, you're suffering from communication breakdown. You're going to have to fix it. I don't think there's nothing that you can do to sort of just magically make that work until the communication is up and running, until the communication is working. You are going to be stuck with that. So you need to get that up and running. Then you will be moving towards a more stable, moving towards a better place. I think that's going to be where you want to be at, right? You want to be in that situation. I think that's going to be very important for you indeed. All right, just Sauce wants to know something too. Male Taurus, a chance of communication from Maja. Let's see what's going on with that. Jay wants communication from Maja. Let's see what's going on. See if that Gemini female are going to be able to communicate with us or what have you. Do the Titanic. Is there a level of distance between you? I mean, just us. That's the first thing I get intuitively. Like there's a level of distance between you. some distance needs to be parsed, needs to be fixed, needs to be addressed before we are able to make this work. It's like something's going on over here with the distance, right? Anyway, let's see what's going on with that. The world also talks about distance. Like, that's just intuitively, right? But there's some distance going on here. It feels like this star is some difficulty getting this stuff done. What are the chances of communication with Maja? You're going to be the one that needs to do the communication. I think you're going to get a bad reception from it. I'll be bottom line, right? Two of Swords. We have a little bit of a difference. We have a little bit of a disconnect. Not something we're going to be able to just fix magically. Are we sort of destined? Do we have a karmic relationship where we do need to do something? We do need to take some action here? Absolutely. And I think you're always going to be kind of exposed to this person. You're always going to be kind of around them. You're always going to have them sort of maybe around in your life or what have you. I think that's going to be very important indeed. So, I mean, overall, just be ready, right? Just be ready for this person to come around. But sometimes it's going to be difficult. The patience to have is going to be difficult as well. Ten of Wands feels like you feel some level of guilt from this. Like, I did something. I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm at fault or something. I really don't think that's going to be the case. The world says the distance needs to be gapped. You need to close the distance. I think that's going to be the important part here. And then see where that's going to go. See if that's going to work out. But there is a good, strong level of communication that can happen with that star, but we have to sort of bridge that gap, open that door, and once it starts, I think a lot of things fix themselves. It's almost like things can easily be fixed if we can just begin, right? You can sort of, you know what I'm saying? You sort of got the ball rolling. You got to get the ball rolling, and you got to get the car rolling down the hill, and then you start it. Allie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. KN, what's the purpose of G in my life? Well, apparently not physical stuff. I don't know. Let's see G. Let's see G. So what's going on? Melissa, what's going on? Good to see you. How you doing tonight? All right. Let's see what's going on. What's the purpose of G in my life? Do they have any good things about us? Do they have any good things around there? Let's see what's going on. Oh, you know, some days you get the G. Other days you're going to get the H and make it happen with that. What's the purpose? Man, there's like they're a carrot on a stick. They're a carrot on a stick. No, that's the purpose. They're a carrot on a stick here. This is somebody who doesn't have a romance gene. They just don't seem to have the romance idea, the romance excitement. I don't think they're sort of in that mode, ready to go, ready to rock and roll with this. This is more of a short-term kind of thing. If it goes long-term, this person just poisons your life. They just poison your life. So I'm just going to say now. This is somebody who's temporary, somebody who is quick, somebody who needs to sort of, do their own thing, then you do your thing, and if you meet in the middle, that's fine, but I wouldn't expect anything long-term from this. It's going to be like, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Hey, you wanted the thought, you got the thought. Life is too short. Welcome, good to see you. How you doing? If I didn't already say hello, well, hello to you. MP, will the Pisces and I get back together and make the fish love? Will we get back together and make the fish love with the Pisces? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Ultraviolet has all the astrology magazines. That is interesting indeed. I like that. I don't know. Astrology is interesting. At the same time, it's kind of challenging. It's got that middle ground between it could be great, but we're just I kind of know just the level, the basic kind of level with that. Astrology readings are very difficult to do. Very difficult to do indeed. All right. Well, L and the Pisces and I get back together and make the fish love. Strength, the Fool, the High Priestess, and illusionary success. Oh, man. The Pisces and you can indeed get back together. And I do think that you will get back together too. But be prepared to drag out the line, to drag out the thing for a long time before this works. The Fool says, neither one of us really know how to make this work. When neither one of us know how to make it work. And you're going to have to sort of figure this out on the own. Hey, Priestess says the Pisces keeps a lot of their emotion to themselves. They're not very open. They're not very communicative about what they want, how they want it, what they like, and what have you. You do get into situations where you're just not happy, just not content with that. I think we can make it work. I think we can get back together. But sort of making each other happy is the most difficult point, is the most difficult part here. As well as I think the Pisces gets a new opportunity for another love in their life, and they kind of get in the situation where they do have to make a decision with that, and it depends on if you're going to be around, if they're going to be around, what kind of opportunities we have, and all this other stuff with that. So let's see. Let's see where it's going to happen with this. All right, Emma wants a different question. Emma, I've never had this situation before. All right. I do a reading, and apparently it's the wrong reading. Who is this man in my life that S hates and wants me to leave? All right, that's going to be a completely different question. Let's see. Who is this man in my life that they hate and they want me to leave? Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. I don't think there is anybody. I think they're confused. I think they have somebody in mind that either doesn't exist, or it's the relationship is overblown, or it just feels like that they have things in their mind that aren't there. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of a Knight of Wands. I'm moving forward, but I'm moving forward on information that I don't have, or information that's not available, or information that ain't working for me, and I'm getting upset about it. I'm getting all worked up, all upset. The whole place is dim. It's like they just made up something and they're upset about it. That's basically it. They made up something, they're upset about it. I had a girlfriend like that once. She always insisted that I was cheating on somebody. She's like, you're cheating. You got somebody else. I'm like, honey, I've not ever. First off, I'm like a fat geek that does nothing but sit around and codes and program stuff and does art and stuff like that. Then I go online and read tarot. So I don't know. I mean, where the hell am I gonna have time to cheat? She always was just convinced I was cheating on somebody. It's like, when do I even have the time to do that? I don't have the time. Nor making one woman happy is literally the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. Making two people happy, three women happy? No. That's never gonna happen. Is there a ghost in my room? Maybe. There might be. Let's ask the ghost in your room if there is a ghost in your room. Maybe. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to use the Poe. The Poe is going to be able to track down all ghosts that are in Backbone's room. You're going to need some backbone to deal with the ghost in the room. If there's a ghost in the shell, maybe that is it well. All right. The ghost in the room. Two of Wands. They're waiting. There's somebody who's waiting, just waiting for something. This is the place that they're normally at. This is the place that they're normally waiting. They're waiting for the thing. They haven't seen the thing. Eight of Wands. They moved here. They came in here, and they're just waiting. They're persistent. They're kind of on the move, kind of on the go. They don't understand that they're dead. They just don't understand that. They're still waiting. They want to know what's going on. They want to know why you're there. And they don't understand what is happening with all of that, right? That's sort of that Two of Wands. I'm here, but I'm in another dimension. I'm just kind of like, yeah. So if there's a chair in your room, I think you can have them sit in it if you're interested. I mean, I think you can have them sit in the chair. Here's my recommendation. Move a chair into the room. and then leave it and wait about a day, and then you'll see them sitting in that chair. That is my thing. All right, Sarah wants to know, love in a December with a Victorian romantic. Look like they're moving out of the room and aren't permanently staying there. Sage K, that's why you need the chair. They need the chair. If you want to see them in real life, you put the chair in the room. You don't sit in it yourself. You don't let anybody else sit in it. And then you wait for a day. And then you'll see them. You're actually literally going to see them. Anyway, love it. It's this old man. Love in December. It's a Victorian romantic and all of that. You bought magic at a garage sale. I mean, that's the place to get it. That's I need to do a garage sale, get rid of half my useless crap I have in here. Anyway, love in December. Ace of Wands. Chasing is going to be the December thing that you do. Chasing is going to be, you're going to have to chase it. You're going to have to see where it goes. You're going to have to see where you're going to be at. The Page of Wands says a lot of useless energy could be placed here. You're going to have to kind of pick your battles. Is this person going to be good? Is this person going to be bad? You're going to have to kind of choose who you want out of these options with that. Nine of Pentacles says December could be great with love. It feels like love just works, even when it technically is not working, even when it technically is challenged. It just works. It just functions correctly. And it feels like that is how December works, right? Even the opportunities you have, all the cool stuff you got going on, is just nice. Nine of Pentacles is all about being emotionally content, being happy with where we're at, being happy with what is going on here as well. King of Pentacles, it's almost like you have to move. You have to do a lot of movement. And as far as that goes, so you have to do more work than you should to get love kind of functioning, what have you. Ace of Wands, don't be too committed to the first thing you see. Just take a step back. Ask yourself, is that going to be okay? And that's going to be very important for you in December. I mean, your big opportunities, let's face it, are going to be next year. But yeah, if you really want to work it, if you really want to go to some singles events, if you want to meet some people, I think you do have it. Just don't commit. Don't heavily commit to anything. You definitely want to take a step back and reevaluate things. Be sort of take a step back and look at the bigger picture and see if this is going to function and work for you. All right. Is there a ghost in your room? Yeah, make them sit on the chair. Put them in a timeout. And then what? Reiki wants to know, and then what? Reiki says, let's see. And then what? Well, Reiki. And then you play chess with them. Reiki. You play patty cake or something. I don't know. Anyway, backbone. I wrote it in chat. There wasn't enough space. All right, backbone. Let's see where you going on with that. Had a sigil for a deity named Lilith. I felt something come out from it. The hell was that? All right, we're back to Sage K's favorite deck over here, the Poe. The Poe. You're going to tell them to move out. Now, play. Have them bake some freaking cookies, I mean, if they're there, they might as well make themselves useful. Have them bake some cookies. That's what I'm thinking. Bake some cookies, get some decorating ideas over there. Maybe tell you how to decorate the room or something. I don't know. This is somebody who work construction, by the way. Anyway, sigil for a deity named Lilith. I felt something come out of it. The Queen of Wands. I think Lilith has a level of control that's very limited what they can do. Even if they wanted to do something, they have very little control of what they can do and how they can do it. I think if you really wanted to discuss with them, channel them, talk to them, ask questions, use them as a guide, you could do that. Queen of Wands says this person is very versed in the universe and how it works and what's happening. I think that'd be very good to talk to this person indeed. It'd be very cool, right? It's almost like this level of therapy, talking to this individual, talking to the deity, what have you. But yeah, they're reaching out to do something important. They're reaching out to sort of make a permanent connection, sort of connect with you and have a discussion, what have you. Very important indeed. Two of Pentacles. this is somebody who has a very big level of complexity. So if you're going to be engaging them, then you're going to have to appreciate their complexity, and you're going to have to be over. You're going to have to be, you're going to have to be ready for the level of complexity, because there's a level of complexity that you may not be handy with. Anyway, and your snickerdoodles go over. They're always good. Everybody loves their sugar cookies. All right, Sage K is coming up with the finances. We got Allie, we got Emma. Let's look at the queue. We got Backbone we just did. We got the triple and Sage K, Allie, and the Emma. And after that, we're out of here. We are leaving. We're going to take a shower and eat a nanner. Take a shower and eat a banana. Where the hell's that button for the queue? There it is. And we got it. We got it. Emma, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Emma, we have to get your question tomorrow. So let's use the anim. Nah, I'm not using anime. Let's use the Dark Mansion. Nah, we use the Key Tarot. I think the Key Tarot is going to be a good one here. I like the Key Tarot. Bookstores are nice. No, I'm in a place to where I'm gonna do a Kindle from now on, because I just bought my new Kindle, by the way, that's coming in 3 days. It's coming. I'm excited. So I'll get a new Kindle coming out here. And when we get that, I'm going to be all thrilled and load my books back up and stuff. I'm at a point where I don't like physical books anymore. I'm just one of those. I'm one of those. And let's see what's going on. Will W get the karma that they deserve for hurting my friends? 7 of Swords says it does come back to haunt them a little bit. Yes, they comes back to haunt them a little bit more. 5 of Wands says they have this internal kind of combustion where they feel like they're not happy. They feel like they're not content. They feel like they are challenged with this particular sort of life, what have you. The Empress says that they are sorry for hurting the friends. They are apologetic, and you got to kind of do what you need to do with that. I think that they have opportunities to redeem themselves. I think that's a big thing here. We have opportunities to redeem ourselves. It's not something we're permanently damaged, but it does start to come bite them in the butt, But they have an opportunity. I think they're going to take that with a volunteer effort, maybe some apologies, what have you. I think they're going to be able to get that done. So there we go. All right, Ann has 2 more questions. Cook a deck. What are we looking at, huh? This is a cook a deck. No, this is a the Key Tarot. It has a key on the back. It's the Key Tarot. Will it become popular one day? If the projects keep coming out, if the projects keep making it happen, let's see what's going on. Become popular one day with all of these beautiful projects that are going, more projects in the future, more great things there. Let's see where it's going to be at. The world, oh, Jesus, look at this. This is insane. I mean, that is a guaranteed yes right there. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but I mean, that is a huge yes. Look at the cards that you get. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm living in a new reality where there is a level of popularity. There is a level of excitement about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, where I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they going to come up with next? They have a lot of good possibilities, a lot of good things going here. The world, it seems to be at your disposal. You can do whatever you want. We can go wherever we need. We can make whatever we need happen. I think that's going to be very important indeed. Wheel of Fortune, a new normal is, being popular. A Queen of Swords, a level of authority over other people's projects. Someone like you're mentoring, making money, doing basically either your projects or mentoring other people in doing that as well. And then you have the beautiful King of Pentacles, again, with the money, the success, the level of doing that, right? I think once you get that notoriety and you're sort of making money, you're charging more for kind of the thing, and then all of a sudden people, that's one of the things, once your artwork gets a level of notoriety, everybody kind of wants in. Everybody wants a little piece of the pie, as they say. Anyway, have you tried adjusting the settings? On sepia, easier on the eyes. I mean, I don't know. I like the digital books because I don't want... Here's the problem. One time, I used to be big into physical books, like everybody, and when I'd move, I would have like 9 boxes, like massive boxes. Like I'm talking like 3 foot by 3 foot boxes. I had 9 of those with nothing but books. It had massive bookshelves, and it just became too much, man. This is, it's just too much. Anyway, G-Love forecast. 5 of Swords says the challenges are ahead. I mean, you're going to have to make it through the level of challenges here. You have to make it through December, which is going to be kind of challenging with J. Just be aware of that. 10 of Wands says it's going to be a little bit much. If you can sort of get through that, I think next year is going to be a lot better with what have you. The Death says we have some changes coming up. I think they're all for the better. A lot of things you're worried about are fixed. A lot of things you're sort of concerned about, sort of just make it through. It's fixed. You don't have to worry about it. We have to be stressed about it anymore. Strength says we sort of tame G. Taming G is going to be very difficult, but it is going to be kind of where you need to go with this particular thing, right? You don't want to just sort of go in there raw and hope for the best. I don't think that's working for you, even in the slightest. All right. So that is the key tarot, if you did not know. Now we're going to do the Sufi Tarot. We got Sage K and Allie. Sage K, I'm going to save you for last, the best for last. And we're going to do, I guess, we're going to do the Cosmo Beings. Sage K, I never know what deck you want this week. Sage K, normally Sage K, you let me know. But yeah, this time you're like Baroque or Dark Mansion, just anything. Sage K, you're losing your inventiveness. You're losing your variety. You gotta readdress your variety, come up with something wild and wacky. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's see where we're going with this. Another delightful deck. It is another delightful deck indeed. Okay, what's happening behind the scenes at work? Sultan, some swords. Big project coming up. You don't want to deal with it. Big project coming up, and it's almost like you're out of it. There's something wild coming up there. Big project coming up, and you don't want to be in it, basically. If you can avoid this, I think it's going to be beneficial for everybody. It's going to be an emergency. It's going to be like, get this done now. Oh, my God, Jesus Christ, this needs to be done immediately. Get it done, get it done, get it done. Good luck with all of that. There is somebody in charge of it that is going to not be in charge of it after it gets started. So like it starts up, and then somebody's like, no, I don't want this person to deal with it. And then everybody's like, I agree. Let somebody else deal with it. I think that's going to be important. Be aware that there's too many hands in the pie. Everybody wants something different. I don't think that's working for you at all. Be prepared for a lot of changing specifications with that. I don't know. That's basically it. You're going to have something sort of like a management situation where you have to deal with something pretty hardcore with management. So be prepared for that. All right. And last on the list is Sage K. Says, give me something different. Wants the DM, the Baroque. How about both? I'm going to freak Sage K out right now. Freak Sage K out. That's what I do. We have 2 Baroque and 2 Dark Mansion cards. And the cat knows it's time to end the stream. So the cat's coming around. The cat's coming around, causing problems now. She knows it's time for the stream to end. I don't know how she knows, but she knows the exact time the stream normally ends. All right. And go to Sage K. Sage K, your last reading, all of that. Emma, thank you for your 2 donations. Emma, I have you down for tomorrow, first thing. Mina, thank you for the like on the Instagrams. Okay, weekend finances, Baroque or Dark Mansion. Weekend finances. I mean, there's not much you can do. There's really not much you can do in a week. You're not going to win the lottery. You're not going to have any big influx of money. You have a project that you've been avoiding. You need to start it. You need to start the project. Even if it's an idea, even if it's on paper, start the project with that. The star says the more guidance you have on this particular idea, this particular project, the better off you are going to do. Queen of Cups as well. Once you start the ball rolling, that excitement builds, the exhilaration builds. You're going to be like, where is this going to take me? What's going to happen here? And that Six of Cups as well. I think more people want to be involved as it sort of starts materializing as well. So sort of get a pen and paper, start the project. It's going to be very big for you indeed, especially writing. If any writing, get done, get started. I think that's going to be your opportunity. Now, King of Swords. You are going to have quite a difficult time with money in late January. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. But for now, not much really you can do. A difficult time in late January. It gets better. Don't panic. Late January is going to be kind of weird for you. It's like everything all at once, a little too much. But there you go. That's it. That is it. Please hit that like and a sub button. I greatly appreciate you. And if you like all the readings, hit that like and sub button. Let YouTube know that I don't suck. And Emma will be both readings tomorrow. Thank you for being here. We will see you then.
Put up with changes. Come pick me up 'cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see your face where